Hey, it's your boy Disco, and today we're gonna talk about anime. Now people tell me, at least at work and a little on Twitter, that I'm always angry when I'm in these videos, and I'm just like, man, this is just my voice. Like, well, what do you want me to do? I mean, make no mistake, I enjoy calling shit out. Like you see my hand. Look at my hand. I just cannot wait to call out bullshit. I just have to do it. It's the only thing keeping me going. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about anime because in my later videos, earlier videos, I say it's incredibly popular, right? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but people on Twitter and the same people who are 100% fine with, say, cooties on Netflix, or 100% fine with race swapping characters in Hollywood, and they look at anime and they look at, okay, like Uzaki chan, who's on the screen, and they're just like, oh, you like this? You like this? Well, why don't you just watch porn? Why don't you watch porn if you want to see this? And my rebuttal is always well, I mean, what the fuck if I do? Why do you care? But anime seems to sit in this odd configury where, like, at least for now, at this point, and we're going to get very controversial, they look at anime drawings of female characters like Uzaki chan and say she's underage. And I'm like, no. Because one, ain't no child be looking like that. Like, if you look at this right here and think child, maybe, and I don't know how to say this without insulting you, but maybe the problem is with you. But two, if you've actually watched the anime, which I have, she's clearly in college, right? So she's clearly an adult, like a legal adult, and all that. And there's a bigger point I'm trying to get to this, because I read this article. There's this article that came out about how they're talking about Japanese drawings and animations like child pornography, and like apparently that journalistic article was nominated for a award for some fucking reason, and obviously it's blocked in Japan because the actual Japanese artists will absolutely roast these journalists. But it's nominated for an award, and apparently, like, because anime is getting popular, it is the next thing people are going after, right? Because they have this like evangelical Christian mindset where if you take away anime, people are gonna go back to just watching goofy ass Hollywood, or like Marvel. It was a Marvel movie bullshit that they're coming out with. And my argument is always no. If somehow you manage to take away anime, people will just move to something else. Other than, the problem isn't that anime's popular. The problem is Western entertainment is shit. Like, I don't know how much more clear I can make that. I don't know how much more crayons I need to explain this, right? I mean, if say movies were like they were in like the early 2000s or up until 2016, I mean, anime would be around. I mean, it would exist and people would watch it, but it wouldn't be, you know, as good or as popular as it is now. It's as popular as it is now because Western media is shit. Everything else is shit. And instead of coming out with movies that are actually worth the money you're paying, they want to bypass you, the consumer, get them ESG dollars, and just shut down anything else that opposes them or is in direct competition with them. And again, you see this with all sorts of companies. Companies that should be in competition with each other. So like Disney and Hollywood and Marvel, and the companies that should be in competition are now marching in lockstep to go after anime, and people the people that defend these companies bullshit are now the exact same people that are going after anime. And again, and it's not just that. There's these people called localizers, and I think they're localizers. And I think they're probably the worst out of all. Like, you have the bicyclists, right? Which are terrible, but again, you only really have to worry about them in big cities. But you have the vegans, which, whatever, they can say whatever the fuck they want. But then you have the localizers, and these are people who work at, like, say, Crunchyroll. They do the English dub of anime, and they're practically censors. So they will change the art of anime or games that are like gotcha games that are from other countries, and they'll change all that around to meet Western sensibility. And what you get is people just pirating the original game. But the problem with pirating the game is, that Japanese man working on that gotcha game, he wants to make money, right? He wants to make money so he can make more anime gotcha games. And if you're pirating the game, that Japanese man's not making money. So if, say, like a Japanese comic writer wants to make money, it's like they have to go through Crunchyroll. They have to go through the localizer. And that's the conundrum we're in. And just not just that, they have to go through, because I've seen it all the time, Japanese artists and animators getting harassed on Twitter because of the shit that they draw. And because, again, these, people who are against anime for some reason has this odd idea that, again, characters like Uzaki-chan or like My Hero Academia, if you watch that, you're a pedophile. And again, none of these shows have anything to do with like sex. Like, they're not sexual at all, which is the thing. It's like they're just not sexual at any point. Now, what they do portray is real human emotion, and they do that a hell of a lot better than anything coming out in the West. So, I mean, that's popular. And the same thing with VTubers, right? Again, VTubers and anime is what's becoming popular. And it's becoming popular because the West just isn't creating. You might get like one good movie or one good TV show out of like the 10 flops and failures that you've never heard of. But that's not a problem, right? That's not the issue. The issue is anime. And it's like, nah, get that stupid shit on out of here. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But whatever. That's all I gotta say. See ya.